Ginsong. Opening hook. Visual. Split screen. Moscow Financial District at dawn on one side. NYSE trading floor opening bell on the other. Both markets activating simultaneously. Timestamps show the gap in hours, but the same human energy. Capitalist rotor. People ask me how I can short sell American companies and call myself a patriot. Beat. The question itself reveals a misunderstanding about how markets work and how patriotism works. Let me fix both. Section 1. The contradiction that isn't. Visual. A brokerage dashboard. Russian passport visible in background. American equity positions filling the screen, both long and short. Capitalist rotor. I am Russian. I invest in the American stock market. I also short sell American companies. These are not contradictory. In fact, they are the same act. When I buy a stock, I am saying, I believe this company will create value. When I short a stock, I am saying, I believe this company is mispricing itself. Both acts require deep knowledge of the company. Both acts require conviction. Both acts require respect for the mechanism. Visual. Price discovery charts. Stocks oscillating, finding equilibrium after both buying and selling pressure. The market finds its real value through competition. Bulls against bears. Not through consensus. Not through patriotic solidarity. Through honest disagreement about what something is worth. This is not drama. This is function. Section 2. The company that adapted. Visual. A corporate headquarters. Nervous executives in a boardroom watching their stock price decline on a monitor. Capitalist rotor. Let me give you a concrete example. I won't name the company, but the pattern is universal. We identified a manufacturer that was carrying inventory levels that couldn't survive a rate cycle. Their margins looked healthy on the surface, but they were borrowing short to fund long positions in raw materials. When rates moved, they would get crushed. We took a short position. Visual. Ticker tape declining. Boardroom stress. Then, a pivot. Cost-cutting announcements. New product lines. Capital structure reform. The market reacted to our position. The company rethought their strategy. They shed the inventory. They restructured their debt. They brought in new operational leadership. Iron sharpens iron. Visual. Stock recovering. Our position closed at profit. The company healthier than it was before. Here is the critical part. The market provided. Not for us. For the company. The pressure we applied forced an adaptation that made them stronger. We covered our position at a profit. They continued operating better than before. Good companies survive shorts. Bad companies restructure. Only the truly broken ones fail. This is market discipline. This is how capitalism improves itself. Section 3. The patriotism argument. Visual. Russian flag and American flag side by side. Not in conflict, in parallel. Two systems, both visible, both real. Capitalist. Rotor. In Russia, we do not have this. State-controlled markets do not reward honest price discovery. If a Russian company is overvalued, there is no mechanism to say so publicly through the market. You cannot short state-preferred industries. You cannot bet against the narrative. The result? Misallocation persists. Companies that should restructure don't. Capital stays in the wrong places. Growth slows. Inefficiency compounds. Visual. Comparison chart. American corporate resilience after short-selling pressure versus Russian state-protected industries stagnating. In China, the same. In every state-directed economy, the same problem. You cannot have efficient markets without honest dissent, and short-selling is financial dissent. I consider myself patriotic to the United States and patriotic to Russia. Both. Because I understand what patriotism really means. Respecting how systems work, not dramatizing them. America built a system where I can honestly bet against its companies, and in doing so, make those companies stronger. That is extraordinary. That deserves respect. Outro. Visual trading terminal. Multiple positions. Long and short simultaneously. A portfolio that trusts both directions. Capitalist rotor. The market always provides for itself, but only if you let it work. Only if you allow the honest disagreement. Only if you permit the short alongside the long. That is not sabotage. That is faith. Fade to black. Text on screen. The most patriotic act in a free market is honest disagreement. End episode 5. Next episode. Rare earth competition. How America learned to stop worrying and diversify.